Hello, hello, hello again. Welcome to this is what the third episode of Offside and Outer Bounds of what is soon to be the world's greatest football podcast. We on our way. We getting there slowly but surely. I mean, the projected numbers are looking good. The actual numbers not there yet, but we good with the projection. But that's how
We
we
need some
doing.
time. We need some time. Yeah.
How we doing? How we doing?
We good. I good, right? Well, I good. Happy. Ready to do this thing again. Ready to do some old talk here.
I like your background. Your new background.
Yeah, trying something new this. I'm trying something new this week. Every week I might have to switch out. This week I'm doing this.
It has a manly maroon navy look. I'm feeling like it's giving like Dark Knight vibes. Like you're in Batman's lair.
Well, maybe that's what we're looking at here now.
Mm-hmm.
Yankee boy, how you doing?
Sir.
I mean,
Listen, the good news, we're out of August. So
Oh,
we're
All
out
right.
of the funk. So August is in the rear window. I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about my Yankees, of course. We are in a deadlock heat for the wild card, and we're 2.5 games out of first place as of this recording.
Wait, out of first place or out of the wild card spot?
Tied for
Okay.
the wild card lead.
Tied for the wild card lead and
With
2 games
Boston.
out of first spot.
Yes. And then they're 2 games out of first in the division,
so
2 games behind
it's
Toronto.
still possible. It's still
So it's very
possible.
possible you can
They're
win
in
the
it.
division.
They're in it. But these 12 games, this is the season. 3 right now in Houston. And then
So there's
3
hope.
versus Detroit. And then 3 versus Boston. And then 3 versus Toronto. These next 12 games.
How do you feel?
I can't watch the games live yet. Tonight's game will determine whether or not I'm watching tomorrow's. This is the season. This is it. This is the season right here.
How bad does this August compare to previous Augusts? I never used August in a sentence yet.
How do you say that? Augustus or Augusti?
Augustus.
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 We may have to call. We may have to call Pat.
August.
We may have to call Pat.
You know what? Nah.
We need to
Nah,
call
we
our
gotta
lawyer.
schedule
We need to
those.
call
We
our
may
lawyer.
You know what? So we have to give a lawyer actually advance notice that we'll be calling, because if I call her now, I wouldn't be calling her on StreamYard. I'll call her on the phone and say hey and what I want. But then we have to negotiate the fee
Yes.
previous, how much
Yes.
an hour we charge and
Yeah.
shit. So I ain't taking no blank thing with her. So
Yeah.
whenever we want to do it, we let her know in advance that hey, we might be calling you for this, and it's gonna cost. It's gonna be like 30 seconds and stuff like that. Because if we don't do that, yeah, we're done. Because we
Mhm.
won't be able to pay her anything like that. But anyway, back to your question.
Yes.
How does this
do I
compare to
feel?
the other Augustus? Augustus.
The other Augustines.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
my verbiage, and that's my my tense usage, and I'm sticking to it. How does this one rank against the other ones? This one is, you know what this one is? You keep telling your son or your kid, stop giving out your bike to people, stop letting people ride your bike. And they're okay, Dad. And the first time they did it, the boy ran off with the bike, and he took a little
Wait. Stop, go back. What your kid said?
okay, Dad.
That's how your
No.
kid sounds.
No, not my kid.
I'll call Livy
He
now
said
and
a kid.
see what.
A kid, not his kid.
No, not my kid, not mine.
But why does the kid have to sound like that?
Because kids who keep making the same decision sound like that.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell it the way Marty at
Okay,
the bar.
Dad.
Many
Okay.
moons when I'm very
Okay.
quick. Many moons I was a bartender. But Marty told me the story about how he got his kid a bike, and he said, "Hey, don't be letting these kids ride your bike." Okay, Dad. Listen, don't be letting these kids ride your bike. Okay, Dad. That boy ain't seen that bike since. Because one kid came up, Monty telling me this story. It's a great story to tell over some red label. Over some black label, actually. And he telling me the story, and he said the boy's like, yo, let me ride your bike. I'm just gonna go right there. And the kid was like, my daddy said I can't ride the bike. He's like, yeah, come on, man, I'm going right there. I'm going right there. And Marty's telling me how his son is describing the story to him. And the son is like, yo, dad, and I watched him ride the bike, and he's right there. But he passed right there. And he just kept going.
Yo, if we start like this, we're not gonna finish tonight, boy. We're not gonna finish tonight.
So all that to say is
we have things to discuss.
We have things to discuss. So hurry up and tell your story quick. How are your Augustus going? Come on.
all that to say is they just be, I don't know what to do with them anymore. Like, I don't, we'll see what's going to happen. I didn't think they make the World Series last year and it worked out. We'll see what happens. Let's just see what happens.
Was August as bad this last year as this year?
Yes.
So they could make a World Series.
And they still made the World Series last year. So there's little hope. There's hope. There was one of these Augusts, they lost 9 in a row at one point. It was a 9-game losing streak stretch. I was like, damn, Steinbrenner, thank God he gone for this one. It's like, thank God.
If old George was around, we might have had a little more problems with Mr. Boone around the scene.
Mhm.
Probably. Yeah, Boone would have been, as we said, Boone would have been gone by now. So, all right, guys. So here what's going on. As you know, for this thing to grow, in order for us to become the world's greatest football podcast, we need a favor from you. Look at the bottom left on the screen. You're going to see that little thumb up, that little thumb. Click. That's a like. You're going to like us. You're going to go right next to us. You're going to see a little thing that says share, SHARE. You hit that share, and then you send it to the rest of people that you know and say, wow, guys, you need to come see the world's greatest football podcast ever. You do that, and then there's another button like, I don't know. You see that little bell? There's a little bell on top there. It's on the right side. Yeah, you hit that bell. So whenever we post something, you guys gonna know. So you will be in the loop. Jody, we're laughing at.
They need to subscribe as well, you know. Just make sure you subscribe, like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. You didn't say to subscribe. We need them to subscribe as well. All right?
You're laughing at me as though I know what I'm talking about.
They laugh. You're telling people like it, and you're telling people to share it.
You're sounding like a 50-year-old explaining how to get someone to like a video. Right, so you have a thing right in the corner there, right? Right, so you see right in the bottom left corner, you're gonna press that, right? And then you're gonna see something saying share. SHARE, right? You're gonna press that.
Come get your lessons. Come get your lessons.
I mean, like
You sound like that kid that go, okay, Dad. That's what you sound like. You sound like that. All right, so today,
Kev,
what we do,
right? Okay, Dad.
okay, Dad. All right, so what we do today, so we have the usual rundown of week 3. We're on international break now, which is good. So no football coming up for the next weekend. We get a little break. So we'll recap what happened last week.
Which is good. It's international break is never good. It's never good. I hate international break. Hate.
Speak for yourself. I have players who are gonna get active. Speak for yourself.
I hate it.
Right. So international break from international break. Shut
you
up,
know what
man.
happens at international break? Injuries.
Yo, let me finish run. Yo, we're gonna lose people. They're not gonna share and like and subscribe and hit the bell and stuff. If you keep talking, who cares about your team in international break? I don't care about your team in international break.
After that whole spiel you had there, I think they're gonna know to like and subscribe. I think they're gonna know.
Wait till we get sponsors.
They ain't gonna miss that.
We just have to read a
Can we just finish this before we talk about sponsors? Like, yo, can we finish this piece before? Oh my God, yo, this will be a long night.
You got to have vision.
Luckily, I'm the only one drinking. Damn it. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not.
So we're gonna recap next week. We're gonna talk about transfers because as you guys know, we spoke about it last episode. Yesterday was the end of the transfer period, and things got very crazy for I think the last 3 days. We'll talk about some of that stuff there. Within the transfer stuff, we have this week's Idiot of the Week, a really interesting one. I mean, like we decided that one last minute on who it was going to be because they knocked out somebody else. The kind of craziness that was going on, and then something we didn't talk about last week because actually I was totally unaware it was happening so soon. I don't know if you forgot, Jordy, or not. Champions League draw. Woo!
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
Before I didn't know at all. I
Completely
didn't know at
forgot.
all until like 2 days before. I was like, oh shoot, Champions League draw. I didn't expect it was going to happen this early, but just as they did last year, we had some really interesting matchups. And I think this year it probably might even be better. We'll talk about some of those. And returning this week, we have dad jokes. So we'll be going out with some dad jokes. And I think we'll have a little poll to see who won. I think I won last week. The first one we had, I think I won. I think my joke was better than you guys. So
I think that's from verse 12 of the Book of Lies. What you just said.
okay, Dad.
That was chapter 3, verse 12 of the Book of Lies.
Okay, Dad. Anyway,
Richard hath no dad jokes.
yo, can I get through this thing, please? Just let me go
So
with it.
funny to us.
All right. La Liga, Jordy, talk to me. What happened last week?
Well, I'll start with my lovely Barcelona. After our third away game in a row, remember why we have to play 3 away games in a row? Because as we speak, we still don't have a home stadium. But anyway, we had to play a very tough match away to Rayo Vallecano, and it just wasn't a good game from our end. We got very lucky, in my opinion, for the draw. Should have probably lost the game, except that now that we have an excellent keeper, we were able to get a draw. But for now, I just have to deal with the draw. Other notable results. Okay, you can take out the violin now, right? I'm done with my Barcelona spiel, right? Right? My
I just
sadness
look
is
for every
over.
opportunity I can play the violin. That's why I just look for every opportunity I can get. Go ahead, bud.
Anyway, Atletico Madrid again drop points. They have not won a game for the season yet, so
So they have
that's only
three draws.
no. It's 1 loss and 2 draws. So they have
they
2
lost-
points
they
out of a
lost one.
possible 9.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
2 points out of a possible 9. So it's not looking good for them. Well, of the 2 newly promoted teams, Elche and Levante played each other. Elche ran out 2-0 winners. Didn't get to see that game. Real Madrid won 2-1 to Mallorca. They
Trent played.
had
Right?
a good. Yeah, Trent actually started and played the. I don't know if he played the entire game.
No, I think I know. I saw where he switched in like the 70th minute or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He had a good pass for Mbappe for what would have been the opener if Mbappe wasn't offside by his shoulder, some nonsense, like unnecessarily close offside calls. He had some good. He didn't have a bad game. So the Trent hate watch wasn't successful this week, but we have a long season ahead of us.
It's still anything
but
going.
yeah.
That's one game. What the hell? Just one game.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the most notable reason. I mean, Espanyol is still in good form. They went out 1-0 winners to Osasuna, so they usually are a relegation fighting team, and they already started the season with 2 wins and a draw. So they ain't looking too bad right now.
Is it only
Surprisingly.
Manu? Is it only Madrid has full 9?
No, Madrid and Athletic Club. Athletic Club has
Athletic-
9 and Madrid has 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They won all 3 of their games, yeah.
I mean,
So-
the thing about it is I mean, like even dropping that point at this stage, unlike the EPL, I think Barcelona it's different because it's still just like right now it's down to just like 2 teams. Because if Atletico start like that,
Yeah,
you
because
already expect,
Atletico
yeah,
kind of putting themselves out in the race. And I mean, I don't know how long Villarreal or Athletic Club could keep up the form of like staying in close proximity to Real and Barca. So
right.
Atletico pushing themselves out of the race pretty early. So now it's just literally fighting Real. And it's just a matter of hoping they drop some points. We just need to do our business when the time comes.
Who did they buy this summer Atletico? They bought
They
anybody?
bought a lot of people.
Really?
And
Really?
yeah, they spend that for what they're doing right now. Anyway, how they performing, they spend close to like 175 million in transfers. And for the start that they had, because they is basically a new team. They a lot of what they like the core starting 11 from last year, they would have sold them or they left on free. So it's a lot of new players. So it's probably taking them time to get them
Well,
into
yeah.
whatever system you're trying to play now. So it
Okay.
will have a little learning curve for them, but they spent a lot. So to spend that money and not to get 2 points out of a possible 9 is not a good look for them right now.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
for once, I think Simeone might be under some pressure because he usually isn't under pressure to win, but with the kind of support that the club has given him in terms of transfers, at some point they're going to watch him and be like, we need trophies. We can't just keep coming third and not winning anything.
so our boy was probably crying again. Monty, your favorite fan,
Which one?
Mallorca, the little boy, they lost. He laugh at them.
Yeah, so he probably cried again. He was
I
probably
think it-
crying again.
He
I
needs
think
an
it needs
Instagram
to be
account.
running- I think it needs to be an ongoing running gag every week. Check up on the child.
But we don't have him. He needs to get an account and follow up with him.
Yeah. We have no way of seeing him unless the cameras happen to find him again crying. There's no way of us knowing if he was even at the
Jody.
game.
Jody,
His
that is
family
your,
could
that is
start a
your,
podcast for him.
Jody, that is your assignment to find that kid. We want to know how we
The
do
boy
it.
the boy look like 8. He probably don't have no account. The boy-
You might have an account for him. Don't worry about that. All right, EPL stuff though. That's good stuff.
Bacchanal stuff.
Yeah, we had a lot of action this weekend. We had a lot of
6-0
action.
Yankees.
What inning?
Bottom 6.
Oh, there's time. Who they playing?
Houston. Trent Grisham just hit a grand slam.
There's time for them to come back. You know, you call those names and don't mean shit to me, right?
I know this. I know, but this is a big deal.
I don't
They're
know.
actually-
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Now you know how I feel. We
Fair
understand
enough.
each other.
Fair enough.
Touche.
Fair enough.
Touche. So this week it's in some interesting results. So remember I texted you guys Saturday morning. I was like, we were this close to having what I would have considered a very content-filled episode with Man U, Bruno scoring that penalty in the last minute. Dude, I sat watching that penalty. It's like he needs
Please
to
miss.
miss. He needs to
Please
miss.
miss.
Please
Please
miss.
miss.
You
Please
would
miss.
make me so happy if you just miss. Just miss. Some context, Monty. So you remember we spoke in the beginning about the 4 divisions, right? The 4
Yeah.
divisions in the EPL. So what we failed to mention too last weekend, outside of the Premier League, the EPL games, the cup games started. Right. So some of the earlier games started to play, right? So you had Manchester United playing, which was a 4th division team. Remember the four divisions?
Chris Wall.
Grim,
What's the name?
Grimsley. I
So
never
this
heard of
is
them
the
before.
equivalent Of
Uh-huh.
the
Grimsley
Yankees
Town.
playing an A-ball club,
Yes.
playing the Brooklyn Cyclones, the ones who play down here.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And they lost.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
How that happened?
They lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
They
didn't
went-
know
They
they were
went 2-0
playing.
down at a point.
They were, yeah.
Yeah. They were 2-0 down at a point. They came back. They fought back and they draw the game at 2-2 and then went to penalties and
They lost.
they lost.
So this
No.
wasn't an exhibition. This game counts.
This they out of that competition.
Yeah,
lost.
they got knocked out. They
got
got
knocked
knocked out of that
Wow.
competition.
Is
So remember we
most-
talking about the cup games? There's one game and then you're out.
Is it
Yeah,
a
they lost,
coveted-
so they out.
Is it a coveted tournament? Was it a tournament?
Yeah,
Yes.
you win a
It's
trophy.
it's a trophy. It's not okay.
the
Out
weakest
of
of
all
the
the
three.
available trophies, of
Yeah.
all the available
weakest one.
trophies, is the one that if you want to lose one,
That's
you
the
want
one
to
you wanna
lose that. But you don't lose to a 4th division side. You don't lose to a 4th division side.
Yeah.
You lose later in the competition. So
Yeah, you lose
probably
to a
a
big
second
team.
division
See, I
or
don't
an
know. I'm
EPL
gonna
side.
push
You
back.
don't lose to a 4th division.
Does this loss?
Why?
Does this loss have any potential long-term effects to their season?
Well, that's what made Saturday so important. Because listen,
Yeah.
most teams get up. There is a point in your season where you're gonna get upset. It's gonna happen,
Mhm.
right? Last year, Liverpool lost to was Plymouth Argyle, I think it was, in the FA Cup,
Yeah,
which is a
Plymouth
second
Argyle.
division team.
That's a second division.
Second division team,
Mhm.
but it's still an upset because we were leading the table then, right? So in these competitions, because for these clubs, this is the biggest game of their lives, the biggest game of the season, right? Especially when you're playing on their ground.
Yeah.
So they're given 125%, or like Trump, 500%. They're given that on that game because this is the once in a lifetime game for them. Even if it's a opportunity to have a replay, they will take that. They get to play them twice. It's a nationally televised game. The world seeing them. This may never happen for them again.
Right.
So
I
for
get all
Manchester
that.
United to lose that game is a huge deal. So it's a bad start for the season already. Now to come on Saturday, they were 2-0 up on Saturday, right? I think they were 2-0 up.
Were they 2-0 up? No, I don't. I think it wasn't. I think it was going back and forth.
Back
were
and,
going
it was
back and
going
forth.
back and forth. But Burnley is one of the
I think it
teams that
was
just
like
got
they
promoted.
scored first, Burnley equalized, they scored again, Burnley equalized.
Right. So they were gonna draw with one of the newly promoted teams. That could have set the tone for the rest of the year for them.
Mm-hmm. They who? I'm sorry. They who?
Manchester United.
Got it.
United.
Okay.
Given that they haven't been winning, they hadn't won a game since March 25th, since May 25th or something like that. So they were not winning. So to lose to Grimsby and then come and draw this game, terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, especially if you're in a funk like that. If you're in a, everything gets heightened.
Yeah.
You know. So now we need
Yeah,
to.
and then their upcoming games. The upcoming games are against much harder opponents, so it looked like they could have been in a losing streak, and that, as Daddy said, would have set the tone for the rest of the season.
Is it a much harder opponent? The next game is Manchester City.
Yeah.
Manchester
Are they
City
on the
has
same
lost
plane?
2 games.
Manchester City.
They lost 2 games.
Yeah.
Is Man U and Man City on the same plane, just in terms of their talent level?
Same. Okay.
So
So historically, Manchester United is a bigger club. But
Right.
as of probably, let's say, the last 10 years, probably, let's say 15 years, Manchester City has basically overtaken them and become the bigger team in Manchester in terms of winning trophies
Okay.
recently.
They were the biggest team in
But-
England until last year.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Until
on the
last
past
year.
probably
Who beat
3
over
years,
last year?
Liverpool to
Liverpool.
Liverpool last year.
so for the past 3 years, Manchester City has been slowly declining from the level that they were at. So right now, they started their season already with 2 losses, 1 win, 2 losses. For the kind of money they also spent for in this summer transfer window, and the opponents they lose to, it's not a good look for them. So and Manchester ahead of them right now. table?
United ahead of them. Yeah, Man U what? Lost 1, draw 1, win 1.
So here's
City
my
City lost 2 games.
Oh yeah,
So Man U
Man
ahead
U's
of them
ninth.
right now.
Yeah, City is
So
13, Man U's
Wait, to answer your question,
Yeah.
Lamar, in terms of form, like on paper,
Yeah.
seeing this right now on paper, you're supposed to say City is going to win. Based on current
Yeah.
form, nah, you can't call it. You can't call it right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that win is a huge win for Manchester United because they could have been in a situation because after that they played Chelsea. So they could have lost to City, lose to Chelsea, and draw with Burnley. Not good. So it was a huge win for them.
Okay.
Yeah, they needed it. They needed it.
I find
They
this
definitely needed
sport
it.
is one big. It's like Cowboys preseason, Yankees August, Knicks playoffs, all rolled into one.
Yes. strangely enough,
Yes.
enough,
Yes.
the weirdest thing is what you described there is happening after just 3 games.
Yeah, because already it's like
3 games.
you lost this game. That's not cool. We're not doing this. You see, you can't lose. To I'm equating it. You cannot lose to an A ball club. The Mets cannot lose to the Brooklyn Cyclones. No, you cannot.
Well,
and
you
the game
shouldn't.
counts? No.
Yeah. It is, and I think we needed this break.
I mean,
now.
if you don't come prepared to win,
Mhm.
you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is very intense. So we go now. Come back to your favorite team, Lamar.
Ah,
I remember.
here we go.
Remember what we spoke about last week?
Does the
You
world
watch-
need to know about Jiminy Cricket?
You know what? Why not?
Why not? Yes, we'll get to Jiminy Cricket, but go ahead.
But
Remind
now
the
I-
world
Okay.
of last week.
I will learn about Jimmy Cricket too.
So you watched the game. You saw the score.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this: what did we tell you was going to happen last week?
Y'all said that one way or the other, Arsenal was going to find a way to absolve themselves of the loss to the game. So either way, it's going to benefit them or they're going to absolve themselves. So if they won, they'll be like, yo, we pulled this off and half our team died in the plane crash and we still won the shit. And then he said, but if they lose, it's going to be like, well, of course we lost. Half our team died in the plane crash. Like we didn't stand a chance. So that was the route.
And we told you that there are two excuses that they're going to make.
Yes, you
Do
did.
you remember those two?
That there were 2 players that were injured, so they went into it kind of
Injured
short
players.
back.
And then we mentioned something else.
The other one is drawing a blank. I can't remember. Give me a hint.
If there was a controversial decision.
If what?
All right.
If there was a
Yes.
controversial
If there was a
decision.
controversial referee
there
decision.
was- yes. If there was a yes.
Well,
That's the way they'd win if there was some
we got a little
controversy.
clip from our favorite Arsenal channel, Arsenal Fan TV, that kind of like
Yes.
anyway.
Best
take a look.
channel.
I thought it was a good performance. When you consider, there's a lot of players out for Arsenal today. You know what I mean? And I thought the ones who came in did brilliantly. I mean, when Saliba went off at the start of the game, I was like, oh my God, how many more times are we going to come here and not have our full side out? You know?
Okay, so I'm I'm glad you brought this up because when I saw the clip, I said to myself, my role is to make sense of this, right? To kind of take your world and make sense in my head, right?
Right.
Okay. Arsenal
Mhm.
is Mitch Green.
Or they're gonna have to help me here because I don't know what
No.
you're talking about.
All right, you know what, Jordan? We can't talk about Miss Green tonight. But here what we're gonna do. Here, we could tell you who Miss Green is. But to understand Miss Green, you gotta take your time and do your research on Miss Green. And Lamar is right. He's Miss Green.
I will give you, just to kind of give you context. Mitch Green, when he was a kid, I'm snapping on him. This did not happen, but I'm sure it happened. When he was a kid, Mitch Green was, okay, Dad, I'll let nobody touch my bike. That was Mitch Green.
Yo, I
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yo, yeah. Listen,
Okay.
the first
I'll
thing
figure it
when
out
we
from there.
finish, the first thing when you finish, you gotta go find Mitch Green, look up Mitch Green. I know Mitch Green was a boxer, used to fight with Tyson. I want to say he used to fight with Tyson, not in the ring. He fought with Tyson once in the ring. Mitch Green used to fight with Tyson wherever he saw Mike Tyson. Mitch Green wants to fight with Mike Tyson. If he goes to the club and you see Tyson in the parking lot,
It's
Mitch Green wants
on,
to. It's
on
on.
site.
He wants to fight him. They go to a barbershop and Mike Tyson's getting a haircut and he sees him at the barbershop. He's going to fight Mike Tyson right there. That's Mitch Green. That's all you need to know for now. But Lamar,
He's standing on business. All right.
he stand on business. Second clip,
In
Lamar.
terms of the refereeing, I want to say something. Go on. VAR may as well be very atrocious refereeing. First of all, there are a few things with this. It's not used. It's not used. It's used so inconsistently. You see, some things checked, some things not checked. In terms of the refereeing,
Were we right or were we right?
You called it. You called it.
Yeah.
You called it.
Yeah. We
Two
know.
clips,
We
you
know.
called it.
We watch this. We watch this every
We
year.
know them. We
and-
know them. We
Yeah.
know them. That's exactly what they do. This is exactly what they do.
It was quite funny to watch this and be like, oh, that's exactly what they said would happen. It's exactly what would happen. Exactly. And I don't follow this. And I don't follow this, but sure enough,
Yeah.
that's what he said. Now, that other video reminds me of the other side of Arsenal. I figured them out. I told you we were talking about this. We said the Cowboys. No. They're Mitch Green and the Mets. They are
Mitch Green
every
and the
Met
Mets.
fan.
Mitch Green and the Mets.
Yes, that's Arsenal. Why do I say the Mets? You could argue the Knicks too, but I feel like it's the Mets because the Mets find ways to lose. Like, August, I told you, ask a Met fan about 2006 or 2005 when they had the playoffs or was it 07? 07. Anyway, I digress. They find ways to lose, and then they find ways to blame everyone and everything else for why they lost, except for the fact that Carlos Beltran did not swing the bat in 2006, and they missed out on the World Series. The pitch was right there, but it was every other issue under the sun why they lost these games. Every other issue under the sun, except that y'all stink. That's why you lost, because you stink. So I feel like Arsenal is Mitch Green and the Mets.
No, I like the Mitch Green reference because anything with Mitch Green is freaking hilarious. But I think in fairness to them, Jordan, you're gonna die when you see Mitch Green, dude. You're gonna die when you see Mitch.
Should we tell them about Cicely Tyson?
With who?
He used to call Mike Tyson Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson, who was an actress.
Yo, and listen, and Mitch Green had like 4 teeth in front, all half, and it had gold. He had gold. He had like gold. I had a Jerry curl.
But he
I
was
had a
ready
Jerry
to fight
curl.
Mike. He was ready to fight Mike. He was
And
ready.
he fought Mike in the ring once, and Mike messed him up, and he was like, "That's not enough. I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson anywhere I see him."
He
Everywhere.
actually, I think if I recall, he held his own in that fight because tall people give Tyson fits. So I think he got some good shots in.
I don't remember much about that fight. The only fight I really remember was Mitch Green jumping on top of a car to get to Mike Tyson.
No, that was Larry Holmes. Don't confuse the
Yo, Mitch Green. That was Mitch Green, dude. That was Mitch Green jumping on top of the car to get to Mike.
No, that was Larry Holmes who jumped on the top of the car to get to Trevor Burbick.
Oh yes, shit. But dude, Mitch Green wanted to fight with everybody still.
But Mitch Green ran into Mike Tyson outside of a club because he wanted to finish the fight from the ring. And that's where we will stop and we'll move on to the next segment.
Yeah.
All right. Wait.
And
We have some more. We have some more results. EPL results to talk about. We ain't really touched on Tottenham yet, you know.
Well, you ain't not
Tottenham
touch
has
on Tottenham much. Dude, okay, you remember 2 years ago when Ange came in first? What happened? They went like 9 games
Right.
straight, and then they played Chelsea once, and that was it. Ange became known as. You guys didn't recover from that, you know. From that game where they were down to 9 men, and he was like playing a high line, and they were killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't recovered from that yet. They haven't recovered from that. So Tottenham is being Tottenham. They won their first 2 games. All right, cool. Yeah, okay. Then they lose at home. So, but they haven't changed yet.
That's what they
As
do.
we say, they are who they are until
they are not.
They're not.
they're not.
They're not.
That's
But they
Tottenham.
bought a really good player. They got a really good player.
So that's a good segue
got-
into what we're going to be talking about next, guys. Transfers. Man,
Mhm.
I went to bed Sunday night. Waiting. Well, I think when I went to bed Sunday night, I think Isak was already done. It was done when I went to bed Sunday night. It was done. So Liverpool got through Lamar with the big deal that they got the husband, the wife.
Mm-hmm.
They got the
Oh.
girlfriend first, and they got the wife. They got the wife. Boom.
Really?
So they took Newcastle's girlfriend and his wife. When they gave them the opportunity in the beginning, they said, "Listen, that's your girlfriend. You could keep your girlfriend. I'm gonna take your wife. I'm giving you an opportunity to keep your girlfriend." Newcastle said, "Oh no, we're gonna keep our girlfriend and keep our wife too." Bah. And then Liverpool said, like, fine. Went and take the girlfriend and then waited the last minute and took the wife on the cheap. That's what they did.
Who we pay more for? Who they pay more for?
For the wife. The wife was
The wife?
more important.
The wife. The wife. The wife
Okay.
more expensive. Yeah.
The wife was more expensive. They pay for the wife. But they
Gotcha.
took the girlfriend.
What
too.
they wanted for the wife, they didn't get for the wife.
We got the wife on the cheap. We got the wife for $30 million less than they value it. So that happened Sunday night after, right? Not too long after the Arsenal game that happened, and right, okay, cool.
Mhm.
When I woke up Monday morning, the news I woke up to, the craziest news that I've never ever seen this, and Jordan, we have never seen this at this stage in a season, and at this stage, or happening on a transfer deadline day. A coach got fired after 3 games. Well, after 3 games. Coach gets fired.
Mm.
Big deal.
Yeah, that was. But it wasn't in England or Spain. This was in
It
Germany.
was in Germany, yeah.
But you know, all roads lead back to Man. All roads lead back to Man United.
Yeah.
One way or the other. All roads. Once you're doing something wrong, it probably leads back to Man United.
Yeah, there's some
right?
connection to Manchester United in that. What's something going wrong with you right now in football? Manchester United has a part to play. He was their last coach before this coach.
What was their record?
Lost 1, draw 1
Wait,
in the league.
of the coach that got fired.
Yeah, lost 1, draw 1. That was
He
their
lost
record.
one, he drew one, and he won. He in the league, and he won a cup, I think. He won a game I don't know if he actually won the cup.
Win 1, draw 1, lost 1. Even if we got the first one wrong, even if he lost the first one,
Yeah.
it's still lost 1, lost 2, drew 1.
And it should
He's
also
gone.
be noted that during the preseason, he played against Flamengo. That's a Brazilian football side. He played against Flamengo's under 21 football side. So they're essentially their youths with his senior players, and they lost 4-0. So that was in the preseason. So it was like everybody was watching this like, yo, what is going on here? Is Eric Ten Hag, he know what he doing? And 3 games into the season, he's fired. like for the management to admit that they got it wrong so quickly and be willing to make that decision, yeah, it had to sour really fast.
Yeah, that
And
it was a shock. Yeah,
he was
because even this guy, if you remember, Jody, a few years ago, Frank de Boer.
Mhm.
You remember Frank de Boer when he went to Crystal Palace?
Yeah,
He lost. He had to lose 5 games straight. 5 games. His first 5 games. It never happened in EPL. Then he got fired.
but something about this 3-game firing sounds familiar. I feel like it has another manager, probably with it not very recent, who had a similar record in that they didn't have much games and they were fired like almost immediately. I can't remember right now, but I'll find it.
You know what? Give me 1 second. We're gonna ask Dave.
Dave was always there to help us when.
Hey Dave, was there do you recall any football manager being fired after 3 games in European football, that is? Oh, Dave. Hey Dave, do you recall any football manager being fired after 3 games in European football?
Yeah, it actually has happened before. In European football, there have been cases where managers got sacked super early in the season, sometimes even after just 3 or 4 matches. It's not the norm, but when the club is really under pressure or the results are just disastrous right from the start, it can happen.
Can you recall any of the names?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one that comes to mind is Frank de Boer. He got sacked by Crystal Palace back in the Premier League after just 4 league games in charge. It's not exactly the same as, one of the huge European giants, but it's still top-level football, and there have been other managers over the years in different leagues who got the chop really early.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dave. Take care.
You're welcome. Anytime, Richard. Take care, too.
Yeah, that's my buddy Dave. Yeah. But
You
if I
gotta
talk
get
to him,
David check. You gotta cut David check too.
yeah. But now Frank, I don't
Yeah,
know
Dave
anybody
needs his
over-
CBS.
Yeah, well, Frank was pretty bad, yo. So we wake up to that, got fired. Like, holy shit, transfer market coach gone. All right, but we had some big name stuff that happened. I think Donnarumma moved. Donnarumma, a goalkeeper, he went from PSG,
Yep.
current Champions League finalist, to he went to City.
City,
Yeah, he
and
went to
Edison
City.
went to Fenerbahce.
Edison went to Turkey.
Edison
Yeah.
moved to Fenerbahce. Yeah,
Turkey is still open, right?
I think so. Yeah, they usually close later than the other European.
So what you have,
European,
Lamar,
countries.
is that some like they standardize it now, but there are some countries where their transfer window is open after others. So
Okay.
the European countries, the bigger leagues in Europe ended on Monday. They closed on Monday, but Turkey is open 12 more days. So you can ship players to Turkey. You can't bring players in from Turkey. They remain, so they could only take out.
But you can't get any from it.
You can't get any players from them.
How'd they get so lucky?
What I don't know if is it luck? Is it a good thing?
I mean, I
think
say
it's
with
just
sarcasm.
it just
I say it with
it
sarcasm.
depends.
Yeah,
It depends. I mean, I guess it's just the policy of whichever each country's footballing body, they decide when they want their transfer window to. So I guess it's based on like UEFA probably have a set period that you're allowed to have transfers within, and then each individual footballing nation could decide when they want theirs to start and end. So most of the big European countries try to have a standardized where they all have start and stop at the same time. But the others like Turkey, for instance, the smaller ones, they would probably keep it open a little longer because they might still be able to get some players who on the fringes of the bigger clubs. So might be good for them to just leave it open.
So coming back to where we spoke about in the beginning. Finish, Roddy. What are you saying? Oh, I thought you were saying something. No, like what we were talking about, like Spurs. No, Tottenham got a good they had a good transfer window. Tottenham,
that might be my team then. Hey, how's Crystal Palace going?
You sure, way?
What's that name?
Crystal Palace almost made the shit list this week, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Almost made the shit list this week.
Okay.
Spurs had a really good. Okay, Spurs right now, they did what Spurs do, right? They win the first 2 games and they lost against Bournemouth. All right, we take that. But they have a really good coach in Thomas Frank. New coach, really good. And they got some good stuff done in the transfer window. Xavi Simons, good player. Really good player. Did Christian Romero leave though?
Xavi Simons.
Did Christian Romero leave?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he did. I don't think he. I know it had speculation, but I don't think he. I don't think I saw anything saying that he left.
But they got some good players in. I think that they should be making. They should have some stuff going on this season. I think they should be all right. I think they in contention for top 4. Once you get a good thing going, I think they'll do well. So if you want to pick them as a team, I think you could do that. Who else we got? Interesting one. You remember?
I have one Spurs friend.
I have one too. Ben. I have
one Spurs friend.
Yeah. Ben.
I'll shout out Adrian. Maybe I can get on the show.
Yeah, I'll get Ben to come on sometime. I hope the playing once they're playing Liverpool and beating them, we'll be all right. So, a first time I experienced a first time thing. Well, we have 2 first times, but the first time with Jackson from Chelsea. So he was going to he was leaving Chelsea, right? They done Chelsea ready to get rid of him.
Oh, it almost didn't happen.
So it almost didn't happen. So he's going to Bayern Munich. Now, how do you flop at Chelsea and get to go to Bayern Munich? Listen, more power to you. Goes to Bayern Munich. The day before he's supposed to sign to be on loan, Chelsea player gets injured on Saturday morning, gets injured. Chelsea is like, I don't think we could send you anymore. I think we got to pull you back. They were ready to cancel everything right there. And
he was on the plane. He was already on the plane to Germany. And his representatives was like, no, we're not turning around. We're gonna sign this. We're gonna sign this contract, this loan deal. We going. We not turning back.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And well, I don't know what they did, but they because when you send a player on loan, you still own him. So in the middle of the season, if something goes wrong in your team and you need a player, you could just pull back that player one time. You could do that.
Has that happened or does that happen?
Yeah, it does happen.
Not very often, but it does. But you just have to pay some like compensation to the club that you loan them to, because you basically taking back a player that they needed. So if like I need back my player, I'll have to pay you. We probably will have something agreed before. Like if you break the loan agreement, we'll get a $10 million, $15 million, whatever it is. So if I want back my player,
you know who will break that rule every Tuesday?
Yankees.
Nick on every trade every Tuesday. The Knicks. Like, hold on. Check this out. I know. I said two first round picks, but wait. Can I get one back? Like I didn't know it was gonna be him. I didn't know it was gonna be that.
Yeah.
Can I get that pick back?
No, but then you
I'll
have
give
then
you.
you have the
I'll
other
give you
scenario
$5
too.
million.
Then you have the other scenario too, where sometimes like when you send a like usually with young players, you send a player to another team, it's usually because you want them to get playing time and get experience and stuff.
Right.
If the coach from that team is not comfortable with that player or they don't trust that player, they're not going to be getting the minutes. And you as the home team could decide, okay, if you're not playing my guy, why is he there on loan with you? And I sent him there to get experience, and they take him back. That happens a lot. That happened a couple of times with Liverpool in the past year and a half. Like you bring a player back home and send them to another team on loan. You could do that.
Yeah, because they can't play with your team right now because of their level. But you could send them somewhere to get, and even if they don't ever play with your team, if they get good enough, you could sell them on and make a profit if possible. So it's just a business.
Key difference with La Liga and EPL, and confirmed for majority. If I send a player on loan to your team and we in the same league, when we play each other, he can't play.
It's called a fair clause. It's not. It has to be agreed on before. So, like, if I'm sending my player to you on loan, we have to agree on the fair clause beforehand, saying that if we play each other, this player can't play against us.
Well, that's not
If
fair.
the fair clause is not there, we can't. You can play.
That is not fair.
But that's why there's a fair clause. If you agree to
that's
it,
that's not fair to
and
have
that
fair clause. That's not fair to have fair clause.
You want to
Fair
know a
is
good?
you judge pigs. I get it, but still, just the idea that all right, if I'm trading you,
I know for a fact we do that a lot.
I'm just thinking about that. Yeah, nah.
You don't want your own. You don't want your own whip to beat you.
We
You don't
would
want your own whip
send
to
our
beat you.
players on loan and make sure like, this player cannot play against us.
No, I don't want my old guy to beat me. Y'all just be making up trades as you go along, making up rules. That's what it sounds. It's like freeze tag again. The invisible kid playing freeze tag again. Remember we talked about that a couple weeks ago? I tagged you.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't timeout. I wasn't timeout. No, I wasn't
We
playing.
didn't
So,
make up that
I'll
rule.
trade-
That's the rule.
I'll
Actually, no,
land.
different.
What's the
Wait.
phrase?
There's a
I'll
there's a
land.
hold up. There's a difference. This is we speaking about players who went on loan.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm,
so they're not sold.
Okay, fine. I
I
got you.
loaned you, right?
It's different
I
on
loaned
loan.
you.
I hear you. All
Yeah.
right. Because on loan,
You're still my player.
yes.
You wanna know a situation?
I'm processing. Okay.
You wanna know of a situation where a fair clause would have been nice for us? Remember when Barcelona lost 8-2 to Bayern Munich? And Coutinho,
Yeah.
who we sent on loan to them, came on and scored 2 goals against us. That would have been nice to have a fair clause then. Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
but do you have a fair
These
clause
guys are
in
still
La
there.
Liga?
It's not mandatory. You can have one if you want, but you don't have to be there.
Real Madrid break that all the time, right?
But having fair clauses?
Yeah, they have a fair clause, and then they will be like, "Nah, we change your mind on that." They will do that.
I feel like Real Madrid will break that rule.
Really?
They will do that. They will do that. I'm sure there's a scenario. I'm pretty sure there's a scenario where they did that.
I won't say yes because I can't have any like coming to mind right now, but I will not say it's impossible. I watch La Liga, so I know what goes on.
I have a
It's not-
feeling
it's
Real
not as
Madrid
if-
will take someone's loss off the record books if they feel like it. We beat Real Madrid. No, you didn't. Switch that. No, we won 3-0. No, you actually didn't. The game didn't count. It
They
was
may not be able to probably remove the loss, but they are going to mar that loss with fake controversy. So there was no controversy. There was none. The game happened just as it should, but they lost. So there's something called Real Madrid TV, right? And
Real Madrid,
for the-
what?
for-
Real Madrid, what?
Madrid TV.
Real Madrid TV.
Every network have most big teams have their own channel.
Okay.
So their channel makes it up. So before every match, obviously it will be announced who is the referee, who is all the officials for that game, upcoming game. So Real Madrid would know who is the referee for that game. Real Madrid TV would then go and find all the mistakes this referee has ever made, and any mistakes this referee has made against Real Madrid, compile it, and disparage this referee for the next 24 hours. Right?
So
Once the
Real
game
Madrid,
yeah.
whereas Arsenal is. No, let me. I got somebody for Real Madrid. Let me just think about that. Go ahead. I got somebody.
Yo, no. We ain't gonna think about nothing. They are the Yankees. There's no comparison
They
in
worse than the
US
Yankees.
sports.
They worse
Yes,
than
they
the
are. They actually
Yeah.
are. We agree. Yes, they are. They're worse than
They
the
would
Yankees.
disparage this referee. You want to know how bad it was? You want to know how bad it was?
Mm.
They do that every game. Before every game, they would shit on on the referee. This referee is not good. So what they do is basically prep the game so that if they lose or if a poor referee decision happens, they could be like, see, the league is rigged. This is what happens. I told you all that these referees are not good. Right? Before the Copa del Rey final, for some reason they had like a press conference with the referees. And one of the referees, he spoke about it. He's like, when you have your child going to school and coming home and telling you how daddy, they say you're a liar, you're a cheat, you're this, you're that, and the man start breaking down and crying in the press conference. This is how deep they go, right? They will do this to you. They will make you get emotional in a press conference. They will say the world of things about you. And you know, kids hear this, and they would believe it. They're not going to question if this is true or not. So they go into school and be like, hey, your father is a cheat, your father is a liar, your father is a this. So your kid
But
crying, your kid come home to you crying, no, you emotional, you crying, everyone crying.
Lamar, you have the equivalent of that in US sports on a smaller scale. You work the refs. So like Phil Jackson will go in the press conference and talk about, yo, Charles Barkley be traveling with the ball, so, and when he comes around, when he makes this turn, he hooks the ball here all the time. They keep saying that over and over. The refs start paying attention to that.
Yep.
So you want to get certain calls or you want to call out certain plays on referees. I know they do it in the NBA. They do that a lot. Real Madrid does it on a grand scale. You're not talking about a referee, a coach doing it. You're talking about the franchise.
All right, I got him.
The club. This is the club.
You don't have them. The Yankees, you don't have them.
No, they're not the Yankees. I got them. You ready?
All right, go ahead.
Real Madrid. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Real Madrid is a cross between Arsenal and MAGA. Mix them up. You get Real Madrid. They carry all of the attributes of Arsenal. Oh, if we lose, oh, that's messed up. If we lose, so they're manipulating the people. But the difference is Arsenal uses it the way the Red Sox used it to say we're lovable, you're a loser. The same way the Cubs used to lose it, right? Man. Real Madrid uses it to say we're so good, y'all. No, like they use it. Arsenal uses it to say we can't catch a break. Real Madrid uses it to say we're so damn good. Look at how they're against us. Look at how they're right. That's the reverse Arsenal. And is that not MAGA? Oh my God! It's a conspiracy.
Yes.
It's a conspiracy. Look at the judge here. Bruh.
He's right to the.
No, you're really good with the MAGA part. Like you get 10 out of 10 for MAGA. You're right for MAGA.
Right.
You're right for MAGA. Can't give your Arsenal.
They're the reverse of Arsenal. They just use it.
No,
they just use
no.
their
You have to get another team. Then
they're
He's talking about the victim mentality is what he's talking about.
Yes. Yes.
But no,
He's talking about the
no,
victim
because
mentality.
Real Madrid doesn't play You see, it's
If you take the
Sit-
time,
You
if you
do.
take
You
the time,
do.
hold on.
wait.
Go
No,
ahead.
it's not victim. It's not victim. It's another level they take it because okay. Since you mentioned MAGA, take Trump, right?
Uh-huh.
Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't know how to say no to anything.
Right.
If he's losing, if he's winning, he's winning. If he's winning, he's winning. But he wins.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance that he has that where you're gonna beat him when he's on top, he blames the refs immediately. But he's winning. That's the difference with Arsenal. They're not winning.
But
They play victim, but they're not winning.
Arsenal, what I'm gathering, is so delusional in their perceived success that they feel like the reason why they're not winning is because the gods are against them. But they don't understand. No, you're just an 8-win ball club. If this was the NFL, you're just a 9-win ball club. You'll make the playoffs. You'll make the first round, but settle down. You're not Kansas City. Settle down. You think you are. This is what I'm gathering. This is what I
have to be fair with Arsenal, the franchise, and said I can't put them there with that. I'll be wrong if I allow you to classify them as that. As we said last week.
Hey,
They
are a good team.
Final 14. And
They
were
are
in
Final
the
Four.
Final
They're
14.
You know who they are in recent times?
Mm.
Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
They're the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, Jordan made 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all.
But here's the thing about I saw something
That's
on
Arsenal.
ESPN. I saw a thing on ESPN the other day, just on an aside. I don't know if this is to your point or not. The city loves Buffalo now. They love that team. They say they made 4 straight Super Bowls. That's how
Arsenal.
they talk about that.
That's Arsenal. That's Arsenal. Yes.
They made. They don't say they lost 4 straight Super Bowls. They say they made. And they love Jim Kelly is revered.
They came second 3 times in a row.
and they celebrated it because
they know why they didn't win. They know why they didn't win. That's why last year when they didn't win, it upset them the most because everything was in their favor to win. Like we have it now. And
I think the worst year when they didn't win was the Leicester year. They were supposed to win that year.
You think
they
so?
were supposed to win that year? Yeah.
I think
that was no. I think that was no because that Liverpool won.
No,
that's Liverpool.
Last year,
Leicester won.
Last year was their year.
But the Leicester year, the reason why I say the Leicester year is worse because that year Liverpool was bad, City was bad,
Liverpool wasn't in contention.
Bad. Exactly. All the teams that were supposed to be good were bad. Arsenal was good, and Leicester was doing their thing, and they just fell apart coming on to the end, and Leicester just kept going.
But didn't Spurs come second?
Spurs end up Spurs were also in the conversation, but I remember specifically that Arsenal, the last day, I think Spurs their claim to fame was they applied pressure. They applied the most pressure to Leicester. They applied the most pressure to Leicester.
We were the toughest to them, yeah.
So they had to go hard because we were right there. That was their claim to fame.
What I remember from that year, following it, Liverpool had just gotten Klopp like the second year or something like that. So we just started getting into it. Second or third year, and I don't remember much about Arsenal that year. Honestly, I remember only Spurs.
They were there. They were there first. They were there, and when they started to fall apart, I think Spurs. That's when Spurs started to rise.
I remember everything. Everything was terrible that year. Every team was terrible that year.
So Uncle Monty, basically, Leicester City would have been like a G League team coming up to the NBA this year. And then the following year winning it all.
And then what? Say the last part.
Then the following year winning the title.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah,
shock.
they-
It will never happen again.
It was the odds were 5,000 to 1 for them to win the Premier League, and they did it.
You know
That
somebody
like
won.
it
You know
was
somebody won, right?
Yeah, somebody took the bet and they
Somebody
won.
took-
Someone won that
won.
bet. Someone took
Yeah,
it.
somebody won
Yeah.
that bet. Yeah,
Somebody
somebody
took
won
it,
that
yeah.
bet.
Good for them.
I-
5,000 to 1.
Yeah, they won, dude. Yeah, it was one of the most beautiful stories in football. But
Yeah.
we could talk about that another time, another thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I think the classification of Real Madrid fans being MAGA, accurate. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
But they win.
But
They win.
they win.
But they win.
And what the leader
Look
says,
what they did. Look what they did to
everybody's
me.
like, oh my god, yes. But not Arsenal. You know, if we had, you know what would have been a good team to compare them to? Juventus. Old Juventus,
Yeah,
not the
wow.
current Juventus.
Okay.
Old Juventus.
The 10 in a row.
Yeah,
Even
that Juventus.
7 in a row. Yeah.
That's the comparison with Real Madrid. That's them. So anyway, but back onto transfers. So yeah, so we had that Nicholas Jackson scenario where like, he about to go. We had one that happened to Liverpool too, which was crazy. Remember, we had 2 players we were going after. The wife, we call him that, so you remember, you know. His name is Isak, by the way, Alexander Isak. But for this conversation, he's the wife. We got him. Then we wanted to get another guy, so they waited until the last day to go get him. It's done. He does his physical. I think he did his goodbye message to his current team. We saw it today. He has a message up. He has up everything, thanking the fans, everything. Just before the deal is about to sign, the coach is like, yo, if you get rid of this guy and don't give me a replacement, I walk it.
That's the coach talking.
That's the coach talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
And they wouldn't have had enough time to get a replacement in the
Right.
time that he was leaving. There would not have been enough time.
So he walked.
No.
No. They kept the player.
The franchise kept the player.
They kept the player that said goodbye. He's still there.
They kept him.
Oh, I got him confused. Okay. Oh, they kept the player.
Yeah.
They kept him. Yeah.
They kept him. So he was supposed to move to Liverpool, and they were like, nah, you stay with us. Yeah.
How Suge Knight influenced EPL culture.
Oh, Suge Knight is everywhere, man. Suge Knight is
Suge
everywhere.
Knight is his
Suge Knight's
footprint,
DNA
his carbon footprint is everywhere.
Everywhere.
I think
No.
Suge Knight came up with all these contracts and all these loans. It all came from Suge Knight
But
and
listen,
Sylvia Robinson.
no, but
All
Every
roads,
record-
all roads lead
Every
back to
record
Suge Knight.
producer in the 50s and
Listen.
60s.
listen to this part, and you'll see how the Suge Knight influence is in this also. Look at this. So you had Isak transferred,
Mhm.
Gyökeres, who went to Arsenal, good player, transferred. Wissa, good player, transferred. What those 3 players did, because they were on contracts, and if you remember, if you're on a contract, the team could just decide to hold you, right?
Mhm.
One way to get out of the contract is you act the fool, basically. You act the fool and make it untenable for that team to keep you.
People do that.
Right.
Like, that's a thing.
That's what Isak did.
That's what Isak did.
That's what Isak did. He basically went on strike.
He went on strike. Gyökeres went on strike. Wissa went on strike. They're like, I'm not gonna play for you anymore. I'm done. You can do
I
whatever
want
you
to go
want.
to this. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go here. So you could
Okay.
do that. But you have the other option where you pretty much be a good boy and say, okay, I would like to go there, but I will continue to play with you. I'll continue to
Until
train.
you organize it.
I will do everything until you get your act together.
Because
So
the
that's
club,
4
because the
people.
club would be saying, okay, we understand you want to leave. We agree. We trying to work out something here.
But remember, based on your behavior, it's not untenable
Mhm.
because we still
Yeah,
play.
you're being a good boy. You're a good boy.
Gay, the guy we're talking about played on Sunday. He scored on Sunday for his team. his farewell to his team was a goal. And at the last
He was
minute,
a good boy.
he was a good boy. And at the last minute, the team said, "Screw you, you're staying here." Everybody who acted up left. The one who stayed quiet stayed.
And that's why they left, because they knew this is what it's going to be. But he thought he would tough it out.
He thought
And
he thought he would be a good boy.
this is when you take a dump on your boss's desk.
Mhm.
He's pretty much doing that right now.
This
I
is-
think they're saying he might give up the captaincy.
This is when you give up the captain. You give up the seat. This is when you give it up.
Huh?
This is when you
Yeah,
give up the captain. You give up
Yeah,
the seat.
they say he's livid. He's livid because he did everything
Yeah, because
he was supposed to do. That the
yeah,
system
and think of the career move. Think of the career move that is for him. That's moving from a mid-table team to a team that's going to win, probably going to win the Premier League. You're gonna lose out on doing that this season because all they didn't get all the act together after I did everything right.
But it actually speaks better to his reputation, don't you think, across the league? Like he
Yeah,
didn't
for
ruffle
sure, for
feathers,
sure.
he didn't burn bridges.
and
you know
you know what they say about nice guys, right?
what's that? They end up being teachers.
In addition to that, they finished last.
Well,
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
he has a very good reputation. But ask him now if he prefers to have a good reputation or be playing with Liverpool right now. He'll
boom.
give you his answer.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Crystal Palace was actually going to be our idiot of the week. We, like Jordan and I spoke earlier today, like, okay, Crystal Palace is it. We were differentiating whether it's going to be the coach or the owner. We're like, no, it's the franchise. So Crystal Palace and it's a poor club. When I say poor club, it's not a big money club. They were getting
Right.
$35 million. They turned down $35 million. He's a free agent at the end of the year, next year. So he goes for free. Even if they come back to him on January when the market opens again, they're going to pay like $15 million for him. So they're losing money.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Because
losing money.
the less time on your contract, the cheaper you go.
Cheaper it
So
goes,
they're gonna
right?
lose like 6 months from his contract. So they ain't gonna get 35 from him again.
They're not
At
going to get
most,
30.
as that is 15. And
15
on top of
million
that, once you're 6 months into once you're into your last 6 months of your contract, you could openly start negotiating with teams without you being sanctioned by your club. Because before that, once a team needs to come in for you, they need to approach the club first, have an agreement with the club, and then speak to the player. It doesn't always happen like that, but that's what it's supposed to be. But when you're in your last 6 months, you could do what you want. You could talk to anybody. You could agree to a pre-contract saying that I'll come to you when my contract is over. I'll move to you for free, and I'll get a big payout because once you're free, as I said before, you get a signing bonus. So once you're 6 months into your contract, 6 months remaining, you talk to anybody you want. So from January, you could talk to Liverpool again openly.
Liverpool, they may even have to sell him to Liverpool for like $15 million instead. So they lost money. So it was a dumb move on their part, right? But now we found another person. So with all the drama that took place, now the Isak problem started. The drama started immediately after the end of the season when the rumor started going around he's going to be in Liverpool. He's coming to Liverpool. Newcastle was playing tough. As I told you, they're like, hey, wife or girlfriend, give me your take. They made the decision. Liverpool took the girlfriend and coming for the wife now.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout the process, the media, the Newcastle affiliated media, kept chaining up their fans into believing that the club is not going to sell. The club is not going to sell, and we toughen it out and whatever, so forth, right? Come down to the end where I don't know what they thought. I knew he was going anyway. One of the journalists who was in the middle of all the drama, who turned out to be wrong in every step, every report he gave, he turned out to be wrong. Waited until today now to put this out. And I was like, nah, you the idiot of the day. Check this out. Based on an article that he would have published about the whole transfer saga. basically saying that people in the club are saying that homeboy was tanking it. He didn't want them to qualify for Champions League. Which
So he was throwing games basically.
he basically was throwing games. Now, accusing that player of doing that is a hell of a stance to take, right? But to do it now, at this stage, because he left, nah, that's Bush League. That's Bush League. Not a good look at all. Like, you tarnish the guy's name without having to put any evidence forward because you can say people in the organization said. Not good. Not good. Not good. And I might say, like, the I was watching it throughout and I felt it, but I could only say it now. There was a tinge of racism to me in the way they responded to this whole Isak saga because he's the number one striker on the market. Everybody wanted him. Arsenal wanted him. The only team we know for sure didn't want him would have been City because they have Erling Haaland.
That was my first question, by the way. What ethnicity was the guy?
He's black. He's black.
That was the first question. I'm hearing this and I'm like,
Yeah. So everybody wanted him. He's that good. And he made his decision to go to the prime team on the market now he makes I tell you it's like the Patriots at Randy Moss and they added prime Jerry Rice to that team. That's what it did with getting him. Instead of letting sleeping dogs lie and go ahead, you tarnish this guy like that. I don't like it. And there's nothing he could do to prove it right. So for that and only that, Luke Edwards, you're the idiot of the week.
Yes, a real idiot boy.
The way you're actually the accent again.
Yeah.
So he's a real idiot.
Damn fool. Say damn fool. Yeah,
you a damn fool. You a damn fool. I don't know which one works better.
That was so that's we did put up like this was the transfer market this year, dude. And this was only for summer. So you're looking at from July to September 1st.
3.6 billion euro by the Premier League.
That's how much money was spent.
Billion. That's how much money was spent in England. Only. In England.
Bundesliga.
I also need you to watch this.
Is that Mexican?
And
say that again?
Number 3.
Bundesliga. Yeah, correct. Yeah, Bundesliga.
That's Mexican.
Correct. That is German.
Wait, no, I wanted to
That's
say
German.
you said that was wait. You said that was Mexican. That's what you said.
I'm asking. Yeah, I was asking if it was Mexican, but then I saw Serie A, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I don't know these cats.
Yeah.
I want to cuss so bad. I'm trying to curb it down.
Bundesliga is Germany.
So these are the top 5 leagues in the world, the top 5 European leagues. England is Italy is Serie A, Bundesliga is Germany, La Liga is Spain, and Liga is France.
France.
Okay. I just need you to just look at the disparity between the Premier League and the rest, and how much the Premier League spends in comparison to the other leagues.
Yes, I'm seeing this.
Yeah,
and
their money is different.
You can't expect anybody
their money is different.
You can't expect anybody who's in La Liga when Premier League comes calling, you're gonna go, right? Like, I mean,
actually, no.
Really?
If you're playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona,
only if you're not Real Madrid, yes. So what you're saying is true. Only not Real Madrid.
You gotta come again, Jordy. Say that last piece again.
So you're right. I say you're right on everything there in terms of if a Premier League club comes calling, you leave unless you're playing for Real Madrid. Or
don't-
Barcelona.
Yeah,
Not
you
really
don't-
right now because our finances are the best.
If Barcelona will lose players because of money.
Yeah,
They
you
don't
don't
have the
leave.
money. They
You
will
don't,
need
you don't leave Real Madrid
don't
Barcelona
leave.
unless the club wants you to leave. Yeah,
And same thing with
yeah.
Germany.
You don't
Germany,
leave
you have,
because there's a better offer somewhere else.
yeah, Germany, you have basically one big spending team, that's Bayern Munich. That's
Okay.
it, right? Italy, you have a lot more teams. You have, well, Juventus will spend money. You have Napoli, Inter, and AC have money. So you have more. That's why they could cross that billion mark. In Ligue 1 in France,
Yeah.
it's one big money team, PSG.
Mm-hmm.
So because you have more money in the EPL, it doesn't mean the best team is from there. You have more good teams,
Yeah.
but the cream of the crop is still Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, Bayern Munich in those years. So the Champions League winner is not necessarily going to come from England.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So you understand a little more about transfers.
I'm getting it more. To me, transfers are like free agency pickups. That's how I'm basing it. But it's I'm making that comparison because when it's free agent season or when it's the trading deadline, that's when all the moves and shakes are happening. Just the idea that you don't trade. Sometimes it's a loan or sometimes it's a contract you buy. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. You know,
All right.
I still say if I lend my dude to
yeah.
you, so what? You should still be able to play. Like you lent them to me. I got games to win. I'm sorry.
I'm not cutting my whip and giving it to you to beat me.
Well,
No,
then
I'm
don't
not
give me
doing
a
that.
guy. Why do we have this
Yeah,
conversation?
no wants to be the person who send a player on loan
You want the guy. You want
Yeah,
the
I
guy.
want the guy.
and wants
And
to
we
send
gonna
a
play
player
it.
out.
And I
I'm
got
not
something.
giving you a whip to beat me. What, you idiot? Think I'm dumb? No, you're not getting anything from me,
I
idiot.
can play against everybody, but I can't play against you. Why?
No.
We in the same division. I'm trying to win
No.
too.
No. All right. So,
Yeah.
as we mentioned earlier, last week was the Champions League draw. Champions League, Lamar, is like the premier non-country event for everybody. Everybody wants to win Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
So there are two things you want to win. If you're a footballer, there's one thing you want to win. You, no matter what country you're from, you want to win the World Cup, right? So like, if I were playing football sport, I want to win the World Cup for Trinidad. I know that's not going to happen because Trinidad not making the World Cup with the Wolves. And even if we make the World Cup, we're not going to win. But it doesn't mean I still won't aspire to win the World Cup, right? That's just what it is, right? Next step after that is to win Champions League. You want to play for whichever club you like. You want to win the Champions League with that club.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goal in this thing.
That's the biggest prestige there's
That's
besides
the biggest
the
prestige for our club is that to win the Champions League. So the draw for that was held last week. One of the things we didn't explain to you is with the when we were doing the different leagues in the beginning, is how much the remodeled Champions League. I say remodeled. Last year they changed the system of what we normally did to how much of that now actually models an American franchise system, an American franchise league, American league. Whether it be basketball, whether it be football, the same system applies there now. You have the equivalent of a regular season, and when that season is done, you go into playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the same thing that you see in the system here. So take for instance with basketball, you have your East Coast and your West Coast. So you take any one of those coasts you want, and when you hit, you have your first. Well, now it's the first 12, right? And then you go into the is it the wild? What do you call the wild card game? The play in.
The playing round, yes.
The play-in
It's
round,
10.
right?
It's 6, 10.
Right there.
10.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So you have your playing round, and then your playing round, when you win, the team that wins the playing round go into the playoffs.
Yes.
So you have that now in Champions League. So it's
Okay. How
much
many
teams,
teams make the
how
play?
much teams in total, Jody? You know it off the top of your head. I can't remember. I don't know any numbers.
36 teams. 36 teams.
36 teams. So what happens when we get to the tie games?
To the what?
How is that determined? What happens when we get to tie games? Do we play until our feet fall off, or is there a point system involved in that? Is it like World Cup?
No.
Remember, you have a regular season.
Right.
So your regular season is 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw.
Right. So it's the same with Champions League?
In the regular season. In the equivalent of the regular season.
Okay. So within the regular season, you can play the Champions League season.
Yes.
Okay.
So remember, we told you 4 tournaments are taking place at the same time.
Yes. And I think y'all are a bunch of money hungry people too, because why you need 4 tournaments going on at the same time? Your whole
Dude, if you have
system's
one
corrupt.
tournament, I
this
could
whole
watch.
sport is dysfunctional. That's what I'm learning.
I could watch my team play 3 times in a week. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Are you crazy?
So there's the regular season, and then the Champions League season, and then
you
the
have
what
the
season?
knockout cup. You have the FA Cup,
And then the FA Cup, all in one season.
And then the Carling Cup, yeah.
All in one season.
The
All in
Carabao.
one season. The Carabao
Which
Cup.
is the one?
Yeah.
Which is the one that Man U lost to with the single A ball club? Which one of those cups?
The
The
Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup.
The Carabao
So
Cup.
now, if they end up winning all the other cups,
Oh no, they can't win all the other cups.
why not?
Because they're not in the Champions League. They didn't qualify for the Champions League.
Because they lost this other one?
No, because they didn't do well the year before.
Jesus. Okay. Well, could they have?
No,
Could they have?
because last year they were
run the
shit.
table with the other tournaments and it still be a good year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The question you're asking, yes, because that's assuming that they had a good season the year before and they qualified for Champions League. Yes, they could do that.
And
So
this
they
is
could lose
what
that game.
Arsenal did, right? This is what happened with Arsenal at some point, right? Did we talk about that?
They just don't win. They
I
just
thought
don't
they
win.
had one of those
They
years where
reached
they won a couple of these cups. I thought we talked about it. They won a couple of these cups one year, and it was a solid year.
They
But
won.
because of,
They won an FA Cup. They won one FA Cup, probably
That
in
was
the
6
past
years ago, right?
5 years or more,
6 years,
Yeah.
yeah, it was 6 years ago.
and that's it.
They haven't won anything since.
And that's it.
Mhm. So who are the
So-
big draws in this championship cup now?
That's about it.
So, well,
Who do I need to pay attention to?
our people, and when I say our people, I mean our leagues, have a unique way of finding matchups to keep us in. They treat it like a soap opera,
Hmm.
right? So we always say
Yeah.
FIFA do the same thing in the World Cup. Like they have a way, like 2 countries don't like each other. FIFA will find a way that those 2 countries will play each other. And of course, they tell us it's a random draw. It's the computer that did it. And we put the ball. No. They find a way to give us a narrative behind it.
Hmm.
UEFA, who runs the European competitions, do the same thing. So after the draw, remember the biggest trade we spoke to you about with the guy from Liverpool, Trent, who went to Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put them to play together.
Nice. So Real Madrid is going to be playing Liverpool,
Yes. In
the-
Liverpool.
but there's no guarantee that Trent is playing.
No guarantee that Trent is playing.
So he may have to ride the bench and watch this game.
He may have to. But
Yep.
he'll still get booed on the bench.
He'll get booed on.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get booed on the bench.
On the bench.
30,000 people. They're not talking to the game. They're talking to you.
60,000 people.
60, and they're not talking to the game. They're talking to
Talking
you.
to you.
I
If
like
he
that.
comes on that field, every touch,
Yeah,
he gets booed.
they will sing songs.
I like when that happens. But wasn't it you who told me he can't celebrate if he scores on them, right? Because it's on their pitch.
He shouldn't.
But he will.
He won't. He
Oh
won't.
no, he
won't.
can't.
He won't.
He
Yeah,
can't.
He won't. Yeah, he won't.
Because I would.
He can't.
Oh no, you won't.
Why not?
That's what you don't
No,
do.
You
just
do you
don't
want
do
to?
it.
Okay, so you're Would you be able to walk in New York if you went somewhere else and beat the Yankees and then celebrated like you won everything and going crazy? Would you be able to walk through the streets of New York?
No.
Would
they'd
you be able
give
to
me a
go
hard
home
time.
and be
Yeah,
safe?
they'd give me a hard time. They'd give me a hard time. It'd be hell.
Exactly.
Luis Suarez.
Being a born and bred New Yorker.
Mhm.
Luis Suarez, the biting guy. You know him as the biting guy who was biting
Yeah.
people everywhere you go. Liverpool was a Liverpool player. Loved him at Liverpool. He went to Barcelona, right? He's like, yo, we weren't that good. You got to go. Left, went to Barcelona. We still respected him. We had no problems with him until he did one thing. When we played them in Barcelona, he scored and he celebrated.
I don't see what
That
the
was-
problem is.
That was it. You can't do that.
Well, they threw shit at him.
Oh, well,
in his defense,
mhm.
I like to say in his defense, he did the same thing to us. He left Barcelona. He went to Atletico Madrid. He scored on us, and he celebrated like he was not there for like 7 years. Oh, I can't remember how long he was there. He was there for like a good few years.
Good for you. Yeah.
I think it's just the person who Luis Suarez is. He's just that kind of competitor. When he on the field, you are his enemy. He's there to kill you.
Let me
And
say,
when he's done, yeah, we good again.
I have no problem with that. With celebrating. I think you should celebrate when you score, no matter who you
I
play.
think
I
we should.
have
I agree. I
no
think
problem
you
with
should.
that.
You score,
I have no
you
problem with
score
that. You
yourself.
score. That's your team. That's the team you playing for, and you celebrate. I have no problem with that. But I don't make these rules. And honestly, I think because if we had still won that game, Jordan, if we had won that game in Barcelona, it wouldn't have mattered. But because we lost that game, we needed something to keep the crowd animated. So they decided we're gonna make this an issue. The fact that he celebrated. But I was like, to me personally, like, yo, the dude scored. Like, you gotta celebrate.
Mhm.
You know? So that's what happens there. So, but Trent is at different level, being a homegrown player.
Mhm.
He cannot celebrate. He scores, he has to do this.
That is a nonsense rule.
All
That is
his
a BS
players
rule.
around him will be jumping around, patting him on his head, celebrating, yeah, good goal, and he
But
just
he's
has
got
to
a-
do this and walk around like, yeah.
Can he just take baby steps
Yeah, but like
back to the bench as he's doing this?
No.
He's walking back. He's just taking baby steps. He's just enjoying the moment.
No, he can't. He cannot enjoy that moment.
he could do
cannot
whatever he
enjoy that
wants.
moment.
Can he?
Cannot enjoy that moment.
Huh. Can he enjoy it on the sidelines like Icky Woods used to do? Icky Woods had the Icky Shuffle dance in the NFL, and they told him you can't do it on the field, but you can do it over the side.
But look
Nah.
at this. If another
Okay.
player scores, he could celebrate with that player.
Okay, well, yeah, because he didn't score.
Right.
I mean, I get the logic of the rule. I just think that rule is stupid. For all of the swag and for all of the shade that y'all
It's
have,
stupid, but as he said, we don't make the rules. It's
for
there.
all of the swag and
Don't
all
make
of the
the rules,
shade
man.
and for all of the whatever else that you have in football, I, as an opposing player, even with my history, I got to be quiet when I score against you. Oh, out of respect. Nah, F that. You booing me. You booing me. This is what it is. Remember when Randy Moss, he didn't play for Green Bay. Or
Yeah.
remember when Randy Moss was in Minnesota and he pretended like he mooned the
Yeah.
fans after that touchdown? Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember that. Randy
And
Moss
he
talking
didn't
about,
even
man.
play for Green. And it's not like he came back as a returning Green Bay player. Like, this is the fan interaction. You know, listen, this is why
Yeah.
God didn't have me being a soccer player. They would hate me, boy. Breaking all them damn rules.
Well, you couldn't be in this sport, so that's why you have to stay there.
That's why I watch wrestling.
What's some of the big matchups you got again, Jody? Because they gave us some good ones. I think Jordy frozen, you know.
Yeah, he froze. Here he comes.
Yeah,
Here
you
he
froze, man. Yo, boss,
Yeah.
come. Champions League draw, man. Give me some things, man. Fix the internet,
It's
boy.
in and out. It's in and out.
Yeah. Champions League draws.
7-1
Big games.
Yankees. Game over.
Well,
Wait. Yankees, bro.
again something. I know what we're doing. Again something. Right.
I'm gonna give you somebody run. Okay, I think you frozen a little bit, Jordy. So we have Barcelona.
Yeah.
Playing-
Again, some problems on this end.
Yeah, Barcelona playing PSG. Why that's important? PSG and Barcelona last year were the two hottest teams in football. So, and it was heading to a clash of the Titans in the finals, Barcelona versus PSG. But Barcelona lost to Inter Milan, so we didn't get to see the two most attacking teams play each other. They play. You have Barcelona and Chelsea. It's always a good matchup. Always a good matchup. You have that. You have Manchester City, Napoli. One of
Not for
Manchester
me.
City star players. What? You looking forward to that? You scared?
Mhm.
Are you scared?
I never look
Brody?
forward to playing Chelsea. I hate. No, not scared. I hate going to Stamford Bridge. I hate it. It's there.
Yeah,
Let's
Stamford
see
Bridge
if
is a beast, dude.
I
Stamford
hate that
Bridge is a-
stadium.
Yeah, Stamford Bridge is a beast.
I hate that stadium.
You have that. We have again. You have Barcelona, Chelsea. You have Barcelona, PSG. City, Napoli is a big one. Kevin De Bruyne playing against. Kevin De Bruyne was City's star player for the past 5-6 years. Really good player. He went to Napoli. UEFA found a way to put them back together again.
It's former side.
Yes, former side. You have
I
that.
also playing Chelsea as well.
Who is that? Who playing Chelsea? All right, we gotta fix this. We gotta fix this boy internet, you know. You gotta do something about his internet. So
I think we need to do a GoFundMe.
I go for me to pay. Yeah, you pay a bill. Look at him.
Did he pay his bill?
Did he pay a bill?
See, he's just smirking. He ain't say nothing.
I even know if I on because it keeps sticking. You want to take over for now? I don't go on my end. We will work on that after.
I can't remember any of them and what else. But listen, as we go along, because those games have been played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, right? I think they start in like about 3 weeks time or so. We will be as it goes. We'll be providing some coverage, not coverage, but we'll give some feedback on those games because again, it is going to be an exciting season.
How long does that season run?
That the very last game of the season is the Champions League final.
Okay.
So you'll have a bunch of games that play now until December. And then right after that, they have the play-in. The play-in will that happens around mid to late January. Then the playoffs, the equivalent of the playoffs happens after that, and they go on until then. It's last year was the first time they did that format. It was really good, really exciting.
Okay.
We found like the early matchups. So that
It was
usually the
best.
big
It was really
matchups.
best.
Yeah, the matchups used to take place. The big matchups will take place in the playoff time in the old system afterward, right? But now everybody plays against each other. So again, like Real Madrid playing Liverpool, that never used to happen at this stage. Chelsea playing Barcelona never used to happen at this stage. They play those games later on. So big matchups that happen every Champions League week, we're gonna have them, which makes it more exciting even before the playoff time comes. So pay attention to that.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up this week with what we started with last week. Dad jokes.
I don't know if y'all ready.
Who going first?
I'm going first.
Shit. Nah, I don't like when you go first. You're going good. Go ahead.
Shout out to Bill Belichick, who pooped the bed in North Carolina last night. I just want to share that.
Okay.
48-14, they lost. His home debut, head coach in the Tar Heels. It was a beautiful disaster. What do you call a gathering at the Nation of Islam?
I don't want to answer that. I'm not answering that.
You don't want that one? Look how you didn't even try.
Nope.
What do you call a gathering at the Nation of Islam?
I missed it.
Did you get it? I know you got delayed. Did you hear it?
You thinking about it? No, you hear it.
I heard it. I heard it now. I don't know.
Richard?
I ain't trying that shit. No.
Oh, are you afraid? Are you afraid?
Yeah. What?
Did you hear it? A Farrakhan.
A Farrakhan? You gotta explain that one for me.
Let that all. You know, like Comic Con or Santa Con.
Okay.
Farrakhan is like that's Louis Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam leader. Farrakhan.
I didn't. Okay. Do I have anything for like worst joke ever, dude? I don't make
that. Is not the worst joke ever.
Hey, it is a dad joke. You asked for a dad joke. You got a dad joke.
You did ask for a dad joke. That is a dad joke. Farrakhan.
Who go next?
All right, I'll go. You know.
Oh, now the internet working. You getting dad jokes.
Yes, because dad jokes are up.
Yeah,
that's what's important. That's what's important.
Priorities.
What do you call it when Gabriel Union's husband falls in the pool?
One more time.
What do you call it when Gabriel Union's husband falls in the pool?
Oh Jesus!
I answering that either.
Wait a minute.
Answering that either.
Gabriel Union's husband, Dwayne Wade, in the pool, splash water, falls in the pool. Heat, Miami.
It's right there. It's right there. It's right there.
The child. This ain't about the child, right?
No.
Okay.
I'm not guessing this at all.
It's not that bad. You making it sound like it's worse than it is.
But just go ahead. Give it.
He makes a
What
heat
do you
splash.
call
I
it
don't know,
when-
something like that.
What do you call it when Gabriel Union's husband falls in the pool? Wade in the water.
Okay. I had it too, man. Shit, I had it.
You were right there. It's like you was doing everything right except the right answer. Your working was there.
So I guess I have to give one that makes sense. Why can't you trust stairs?
Why can't you trust stairs?
Yeah.
Stairs?
Yes.
I feel like it's some.
Why can't you trust stairs?
Because they don't catch you when you fall.
Nope.
Because they don't always lead to heaven. No. What?
They're always up to something.
Right.
Jesus. You know, if I'm not laughing. If I'm not laughing. Jesus.
Yo,
I'll give him a pity laugh.
Yo, that one made more sense than both of your jokes combined.
No, sir. Mine was very good.
Yo,
Wade-
that fucking joke
Wade
is the
in the
worst joke
water.
ever in my life.
Wade in the water was good though.
Wade in the water.
That was good.
That's the worst that joke I ever heard in my life.
I'm gonna ask my wife.
No.
She's
No.
sleeping, but
Ask Livy.
I'm gonna ask Livy.
No,
I'm gonna ask Judge.
Ask Livy. Livy is the judge
which
of
one
this
was
thing.
which was the best one?
These three which one is the best. And actually, she's gonna come on next week and tell us which one is the best.
You ask Libby and you ask Kyle, and let them pick which
I-
one is the best.
Okay, cool. There you go.
All right, that'll work. That'll work. It's not which one is funny, which is a better one.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
funny.
which one was the best?
Because both of you, weird in the water was alright, but that Farrakhan joke, dude, rock saw that.
No, I mean it was funny after you explained it. So
No,
I did.
still-
It was funny.
But Rock, if you have to explain a dad joke,
Farrakhan.
it's funny. Not funny if you have to explain it. That's just how this goes. All right.
Mhm.
Anyway, people,
Yes.
it was a good time. I think we have a good. I know Jordy doesn't like it, but I like this break at this stage because it gives my team time to train a little more when they come back and get themselves back together. You may not be looking forward to it. I look forward to the break. Yes, I'm worried about injuries.
I'm afraid of injuries. Every
Yeah, I'm worried.
international break, I am
Yeah.
always afraid of injuries.
Yeah. So that's what happens, Lamar. So actually he's right because we watch winter break, international break, and what today is Tuesday. From Wednesday, Thursday, we start seeing this person is going back home because they got injured. That person is going back because they got injured. Yeah, it happens like every international break.
Mhm.
So hey, but
That derailed our season one time. Like our entire defense was injured
I could
over
understand that.
international break. Yeah,
We have Yankee years
So-
where like half the team gets hurt and it just like derails. It's one after the other, and it's like,
Yeah.
we can't do
I
nothing.
mean, at
man.
that point,
It's
you know,
done.
the only thing you could do is just be Arsenal. They're like, what do you expect me to do at this point?
Yep.
No,
Yep.
like everything is stuck against me.
I would say the Cowboys go through that, but they have to be winners first.
we didn't
Oh,
shout
no.
out. We didn't shout out Kev. I see like Kev sent us a bunch of messages and nobody listened to what Kev said.
I saw his message. Kev told us to wrap this bad boy up.
I was listening. I was listening to Cliff.
I was trying to wrap it up.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Kev.
All right, guys. See you next week.
See you next week.
Outside and
Yanks.
Outer Bounds. We out. Go Yankees.
September baseball. Like, comment, subscribe, Richard.
That's what you're here for.
You're supposed
Yeah,
to say,
don't forget
everyone, please
the-
look down
the-
and like,
In the
comment, and subscribe.
bottom left corner has a like button. You press that, and then you press the share, SHARE, right? And then there's a little bell. You click on that bell, and then
It's for the vision impaired, Jordan.
Like I have to go back to the rules now and show who is father and who is not.
hey,
They don't have to leave again, man. Like guys just jump around themselves and just do what they want now. Like, no, it can't work like that. There's
He
order
speaks
to
for the vision impaired, for the Lavelle School for the Blind.
Yo, you know a lot of our fans are older people.
We have fans.
for now. This is the best. This is the potential best football podcast in the world. Come on.
Well, this is true. This is going to be the best
more
damn football
people
podcast,
in the
period.
street.
Yes.
I said, I want to get on to watch your show, but I don't know how to get the thing to come back on. People
Who was
tell-
that? Who was that?
Don't worry about that. But people be telling me that. So that's
Was it
that's
our
what I said.
lawyer? Was it our
That sounds
lawyer?
like our lawyer. That sounds like our lawyer.
Yo, the lawyer asked me one day since how the show going, what will you do? A lawyer asked a question, anything.
But she want to sell bill.
Yeah.
She want to sell invoice.
Oh,
Lawyer
we
never,
getting the invoices. Yes.
lawyer never asked anything how the show going, how much episodes they have, nothing. We don't know what to do with this lawyer again. So, all right, guys, it was fun. We'll do this
Yep.
again next week. All right,
All right.
Offside and Outer Bounds, we out.
Episode 3 done.